Hi, it's August 19th, and we're going to take a look at the last 7 days in real estate for the central Okanagan. In this rapidly changing market, things are changing fast, so I'm starting to do weekly updates. My name is Stephen Berg of Century 21 Executives, and without further ado, I'm going to dive you right into the last week's sales. There was 102 sales in the last week, and for the third week in August last year, we had 134. So we've seen a fair old dip there in sales, but it's better than July. July was really down. It was a bit of a shock reaction, I think, to the interest rates. So of those 102, there was 50, so almost half were single-family properties. Let's take a look for fun at the most expensive. Ooh. And Oyama wins the prize for the most expensive listing this week. Oh, this is a beauty. On Trask Road, if you haven't been there, it's right up against a beautiful little park, which is one of my favorite secrets in the Okanagan. And this is an incredible property. Back in February, this would have been snapped up really quick. It took 144 days to sell and sold for 150,000 of asking, 2,850,000. So I think that was actually a bargain. That is a beautiful spot, really great spot. And you can see here that we're down here. The cheapest single family property was over on the west side for 487,000, but there was still only 3 under 700,000 and not many under 800,000. So the sales have slowed and pricing has definitely softened, but that entry level single family property is still desirable, and it's still hard to pick up a deal. But you can at least find properties these days, which is excellent. Let's take a quick look at the strata market. 47 sales there. And the most expensive one was on Groves. Beautiful spot. Look at that. That's what 2.6 million gets you. If you can afford a $2.6 million house, the interest rate probably isn't a big concern. Interestingly, the second highest, I actually helped a couple buy. It just tells you how the market has tweaked a little bit in the last little while. One floor above this, there was a unit just about identical, sold for $1,030,000 just in June. So here we are in August, and this one has an extra parking spot. We've got two parking spots in this one. Also a really beautiful home, great views, great outdoor lake views, and it sold for considerably less. Excuse me, almost $80,000 less. Oh, you can tell math wasn't my strong point in high school. It was $36,000, but still, this one has an extra parking stall, and it's literally only 8 weeks later. And moving down, look at that, and there's nothing in the top 25 there that's under half a million, and very few properties under 400,000. So again, same with the single family. We're seeing prices edge off a little bit, but once you get into the more entry level on both the single family and the strata side, there's still not a ton of stuff out there, although there is, again, some availability. Let's have a quick look at the overbearing stats. Here's an interesting one that I look at just about every week. Original price versus sold price. So we're running at about 97.5% of list price this month on the MLS. But the real story is, for the last few months, homes have actually been selling about $130,000 less than their original asking price. So what's happening is people are looking at past sales and saying, "Oh, this looks like a fair price for my property." But the buyers saying, "No, the market's shifting all the time. I don't want to pay what somebody else did. Interest rates are up." And so it's It's kind of a wait and see approach, and they're looking for the guys who are reducing and picking off those properties. It was very similar in January and February, where people were listing based upon past sales, but the massive demand was driving them up in multiple offers over that price. So right now, it's very important that you have a really good pricing strategy. What you want to do is price a little bit ahead of the market to snag a buyer. You don't want to be over here because you will get driven down. And as you can see, weeks and months later, people are getting $130,000 less than they originally wanted. You better have to be a little bit more aggressive up front right now and try for a longer closing, and then you can take your time and pick off a deal on the property that you buy. So that is the real estate market for this week in August 19th. And that took us almost 6 minutes. So I was probably a little bit wordier than I should have been, but shoot me some comments. Let me know what you think and what you're seeing in your neighborhood. Take care.